All right. Welcome to Overwatch C Team finals here.
Yes, sir.
They are playing against in Mid America, and both teams have had really good seasons this year, so it'll be an interesting game. But I do believe C Team played against them earlier this season and was able to beat them, I think, 3-2. So it'll be a close game.
I believe it'll be close. I feel like it'll be good.
Absolutely.
Looks like the classic Legion Tower pick first map.
We have a nice team comp here coming from Manchester. Very rounded out.
They got a little bit of poke, a little bit of dive in there.
It looks like Mid-America's got an interesting one with the Bastion, so... But them having the Rhine and us having the Ramatra, I think that'll give us a big advantage here. It's like we're taking a pause. Oh.
I think someone might have disconnected.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Had to disconnect on our side. Oh no, computer crashed. That's unfortunate. But
Oh man, I haven't played this game in a while. It's been a minute for me.
yeah.
Not
But
really.
this one should be interesting. It should be a fun match to watch today.
Yeah, it should be. Are perks enabled in like matches and stuff?
Yep. Perks will be enabled. I think it was the first week, something like that. They weren't enabled for NACE, so gave the players some time to figure out how to play with them and utilize them best.
What their best combos were for each hero against each different comp and stuff.
Absolutely. I think that our teams have done a pretty good job of figuring that out, getting comfortable with them. A lot of guidance from our coach Jonah, so that it's made it easier.
Yeah.
But I imagine we'll see a lot of at least in tank, we'll see a lot of the same perks that people are picking.
Yeah.
It's kind of as things have played out. There's kind of been a found hard set meta. Same with maps and character picks. Although I will say it is interesting with the addition of the perks. There's a lot more nuance and creative liberty you can take in what team comp you're playing.
Yeah.
So,
It also kind of forces people to stick to what they're doing, and because if say they have to swap for some reason, you get reset on your perk.
yeah, but it doesn't reset the character perks. So
it doesn't.
with the swapping characters, once you pick a character and get the perks for them, it'll roll over to that character the whole time. But the new character you swap, you have to earn perks for that one as well.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. I messed up my wording a little bit. Yeah. I was saying you have to consider that you won't have any perks if you have to swap.
Absolutely. So it does discourage that counter swapping for sure. But I think that's still something that's pretty relevant, especially if it's a character that is really running a lobby. For example, if they have a Pharah that is really powerful and your team doesn't have a hit scan, you have to swap hit scan. Even if you have both your perks, losing them and gaining the ability to pressure out that Pharah, that's going to be really beneficial for you.
Yeah, it'll be worth it in the long run of the game.
And we might see some of that this game. But I think the two teams are pretty familiar with each other, so they should be pretty well prepared ahead of time with what they're going to be going. I know Seiko here, he's done a lot of research into what the teams play and who their best characters are. So
Yeah, we saw the Genji pick right out the gate.
yeah, I think that'll be good, especially if if Mid America is going for that Bastion pick. Interesting, we have May now here. May will be good against that Reinhardt. Wall him off, get a lot of value. Although the Bastion will make it a little hard, so they'll have to be fast on the turnaround with that.
We will not lose this battle if we fight as
Gonna
one.
be a lot of watching, making sure that Bastion doesn't really have a good line of sight on the Reinhardt, making sure he can't cover him or break the wall real quick so he can get away.
Exactly. And then we'll have to make sure that our Sojourn here is watching our flanks for that Moira. I know that that character can tend to be in backline, so we want to protect ours. Okay, nice. Good entrance here, taking control of that space. Good shield, pressuring out the Bastion. Big pick on Bastion early there.
Huge early
That's
pick.
going to be really good for us, taking out a DPS already. Nice wall on the Rhine. Funnels them right in. huge pressure onto that shield.
And the
There,
Rhine goes
down
down.
goes the Rhine. I mean, losing their tank like that, that's going to be Manchester taking control point here. We do lose our Sojourn, though. That is an unfortunate pick.
Yeah, dude.
Nice taking space, though. They swap to Malga here. Nice wall. Looks like they're able to get around it, though, unfortunately. That Malga is going to prove to be very challenging for us here. Nice, using that ice block to maintain control space a little longer, or control point a little longer. Might be able to, couldn't get the pick on the Bastion. That's alright, that was a good team fight from Manchester here.
Yeah.
Let's see if they are able to make the swaps to accommodate here.
I don't think anyone has quite yet gotten any perks, so...
Yeah, no, we haven't lost any perks, so that's good. Swap to the Ana. That's going to be huge against that Malga here. Being able to stop that cardiac arrest, I mean, Malga just lives. Doesn't die, so having that anti-nade going against him is going to be really beneficial for us here. Nice angles here that our Soj is taking. Looks like they use ults first, but we do get the May Freeze down. Big freeze, we're able to take out the Symmetra. We have a few more ults here that we can use. Nice, out comes the Ramatra ult. Big pick on support.
They have to back up here pretty long.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Yeah, they're gonna have to give us point here. Nice shield blocking off that whole Bastion turret. That shield, if he's not damage boosted, stops all of the bullets that he can put out during his turret. So that's gonna be really good for us here. Nice big wall there. Almost gets the Symmetra. Very nicely placed. Ooh, Symmetra ult coming out though. Now comes the Malga ult too. That's a lot of ultimates coming from Mid-America. They're gonna exhaust a lot of their resources here. We do take the lead on percentage.
Yeah.
We did not invest anything that fight. That's pretty good for us,
Yeah,
honestly.
that is. Yeah.
We'll be able to come back with Nano, Rush, Rail, any of that, and that's gonna get a lot of value.
That Nano Rail could be really good here.
Yeah, we can Nano Soj. Nice, blocking off the Bastion turret. Huge. All right, out comes the Rush. That's a good one here. Really good placement of Rush too. It caught him off. Oh, unfortunate we lose our tank there. Just get rolled over. That Bastion puts out a lot of damage. They just have a very anti-tank team comp right here. It's gonna make it very difficult for our Lemon Eagle to be able to take space and control things how he wants to normally. Which is unfortunate, but he's still doing a very good job of playing around that. We do have plenty of ultimates here still at our disposal. Out comes May Freeze. Nice sleep on the Malga. Walls him away from the team, so he's cut off, not in the fight.
Oh,
Does
he
run us
breaks.
down though.
Oh, nice try.
That's gonna be first point going to Mid-America. Very good fights from Manchester though.
Yeah.
They played it very well. I mean, they're playing the best I've ever played this year.
Yeah, they are 100%.
But this season is the best they've ever been, I should say. But let's see, we might see some swap ups in team comp again here.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
Looks like Mid-America is going to be swapping to the Lucio. So that'll be a little less healing going to the Malga. That'll be good for us for sure. Swapping to the Genji. That'll be really good against the Malga Bastion. Gonna be very hard against the Symmetra Moira. So it'll be a, just have to play your team fights right.
Yeah, just have to be careful going around.
Looks like we're gonna play the Symmetra here ourselves. That'll be pretty good. Get more damage out. They're very, the characters they're playing against are just big in general. Nice. We do beat them there. We set up nicely. Big anti on the Malga. That's huge for us.
Huge.
Great first point. All right, looks like we're gonna. Symmetra does get out. Okay, we're taking nice control here. Point has not unlocked yet, unfortunately, but we are going to take control real quick. It was a really good fight right there from Manchester.
Really
they
good.
controlled the space really well. They do have to be careful of that happening to them here, though, because Mid-America still has their own Symmetras. Like that, they can TP around.
Oh,
Big
the
anti on the
anti.
Malga, though. They do cleanse it. He still goes down, though. Big for us. We do lose the support in the meantime, but
I think. Ooh, I don't know.
nice.
This is kind
Good
of.
picks. It's just Kiri now for Mid-America, so nice. Good fight from Manchester. We're going to see them kind of sit point, not able to aggress as much because we are down a few players, but that's alright.
I won't let you fall.
Nice regrouping here from Manchester. Playing it safe. I think we're still down our Sojourn. There she is now. That's good. They do TP on. They kind of flip objective on us. Oh, they swapped to Zarya here. I didn't even see that. Nice pick on the Symmetra. That's going to be good for us. Really mitigate the damage that our... Ooh, nice dash.
Yep, and you get just barely gets out too.
Yeah, that was a really good fight there from Manchester.
Yeah,
they played it very nicely.
They did, and we did have to use the
Ram ult, but I think that was a good use because they lost their own ult charge on their Zarya. So, like, if you look at the ult economy, we're still relatively on par.
Yeah.
And if we rotate our ultimates correctly, I think we'll be fine.
I feel like it'll be. Yeah. We're
Looks
already.
like they're going around here. Do gotta be careful of the TP behind. Nice shield here from Lemon Eagle. Good slow too. Really just applying a lot of pressure down that lane. Out comes Moira ult. Killing the Zarya through Moira ult is crazy there. We do lose a few. Oh, but they commit Bastion ult as well. Nice blade. Does he get ult? No. He got 2 with it. That was pretty good.
That is a good.
Gets us to 99 here as well. So that's, I mean, that was a good fight. We used 1 ultimate, they used 2. We are sitting pretty well. We have 3 ults up now. Ooh. We're going in early here, looks like.
A good nano rail can
Yeah.
this whole thing right around and immediately take it right back.
And there's actually, I don't think we've, yeah, we do have it. So that'll give us, we have the perk that'll give us 150 charge on rails as well. And so those rails are gonna hurt. They are gonna do a lot of damage. Nice, big pick on the Kiri there. We lose our Lucio, but we take out the, okay, we have no supports here. That's a big Symmetra wall. Alright, we're just gonna reset and regroup here. That's the right move for sure. Unfortunately, we did use both our support ults there. That is not exactly what we want to happen, but then losing an ult, we're still on par with ult economy, so we're doing alright. We should, if we use rails here, it should get us to the point where we have Ram ult, so we should be able to come in with that soon, and that should close it up for us. A lot of shoulds though, I mean.
Yeah, this is a very...
Could go anyway. Nice, clearing those turrets as we need to.
Oh, we lose our Lucio.
Unfortunate. Losing that speed will make it hard for the Ramatra. Looks like we're just gonna kind of reset some.
Oh, they use the Moira ult.
It's gonna come down to this last fight here. Very close though. Just gotta be careful of that poke. Macu is really winning us out, or winning it out here on the poke phase of everything. And a lot of damage in on us before we're able to really close the distance. We're gonna speed on. Oh, big grab. That might actually win them the point. Unless our Genji touches, that's a huge flank there. Bastion's down, okay, big pick there from Manchester. Rails are out. I think this might... Ooh. Out comes Blade, nice. It's just the Kiri. Oh, he dashed out. That's alright. It looks like Manchester's going to be able to take objective, and that should win us this point. Going to third here on Li Jane.
The only thing they have to worry about is if they can get that TP.
Nice.
Never mind. Not enough time.
Yes, beautiful. That was a really good point. I mean, another 9,900.
Yeah.
Like, they are playing... This is a close game. They're playing really well, though. Honestly, the only thing messing them up is that poke. If they don't get poked out, they win every single fight, I think.
They have the damage to win every single fight.
They do. They're playing very well. They're very coordinated. Their ult rotation is perfect. It really is, and you know, they're playing this game excellently. Makes sense why they made it to finals this season.
100%.
All right. Mid-America sticking to the Zarya Symmetra. Swapping to the Mei here, I think, will be better against the Zarya. Looks like Mid-America is going to TP up on taking a early control point. Big wall there. We weren't quite ready to capitalize off of it yet, though, unfortunately. Huge pick on the Bastion, though. Big pick from Bruno Gill. He is going to go down for that, though, so we're even, but that is a really big pick. It's going to make it easier for Lemon Eagle to take control of that space. Nice, big slow. Unfortunately, because they swapped to Zarya here, those anti-nades are not going to get near as much value against her.
No, not at all.
Bastion's trying to get back to his team now.
Oh, we lost.
We're gonna have to back out and give them control here, unfortunately.
Oh, they
Lemon
chased
Eagle
down.
gets staggered. Unfortunate. Oh, actually, no, he group respawns. Okay, we're alright. That was very close, though. Bruno does get staggered here, though, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to take a minute to reset.
Oh, that's a lot of early
That is a
damage.
lot of damage. That Zarya is very hard charge. Swap to a Reinhardt here. That's going to be very hard for him to play against the Bastion, but against the Zarya, that's the right move. He's able to block so much of that damage that Zarya is going to put out. It's going to be so hard against the DPS, though. He's going to have a really hard time. Big freeze there. They counter with a grab. Good move from MacU.
Oh, we lose all four.
Yeah, that grab with the Moira ult is just huge. Oh, can't get the pick on the Symmetra. Nice try, though.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna have one, maybe two more fights here for this point. We do have both support ults up. They have Bastion ult, Kiri ult, and they're close to Sim wall. So this will be interesting to see how this fight goes.
We're close to our.
Yeah, we're close to our rails.
Yeah.
We do lose Bruno to their Kiri, though. Once again, just that poke.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Looks like we're not able to get enough momentum here after they took control of space from or point from us. So first map is going to go to Mid-America, but Manchester's playing these really well. It was just unfortunate that, that TP on really made it hard for us to take momentum from them.
Yeah. 100%.
Overall, though, I think, Manchester's doing really well here. It's a very, very close game. There's just a lot of pressure going on to our tank here, so it's having a hard time doing what he needs to do,
100%. They're just really good at keeping him down, and then when he's down, they're able to really pick off the key players on the team.
They're keeping him in place and then going around and taking angles on us. And not a lot we can do at that point.
Not at all.
Had some really good fights for Manchester, though. I mean, those rails from Bruno, huge. Won us that last point, or the second point.
Yeah, there was this huge couple picks off the rail, and that was really good. It kind of won him the fight there.
Absolutely, especially in a 99-99 situation like that. That's what we need. We need that sort of play.
I feel like he's kind of holding it a little too long, though.
I do agree. I think that it could have been used a little earlier.
I feel like he could have used one a little earlier and then gotten it back in time for that situation and then gotten it too.
Yes. I do think we could benefit from using ultimates a little bit more, but comparatively, we're using them in response well to theirs. Yeah. The ebb and flow is nice. We just need to be using them first instead of in response.
Yeah, we need to be starting the fight.
Yes, not just responding to them.
Yeah, because kind of like with wrestling, because I'm a wrestler, a good defense is a good offense.
Exactly. And it's sort of similar here, Even if you're defending, you want to be the first one engaging the fight. You want to have that poke set up. You want to have,
We're not playing Counter-Strike. We're playing Overwatch.
Yes. You're not holding angles. You're, pressuring angles, and you're forcing people out. Both teams, whether you're attacking or defending, the idea is the same.
100%.
So, I think next we move on to hybrid. I believe
hybrid second.
Yeah. So I'd imagine.
I don't know. I haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I would imagine we're gonna see King's Row here.
I think as a Widow main at heart, I want to see the Widow play.
That would be a lot of fun. I would love to see some Widow play. I don't think we have a Widow player on our CT.
That makes me sad.
I know. I wish we did because it's fun.
I
It is
love
a lot
Widow.
of fun.
That was like one of my best heroes when I played was Widow.
Yeah, it's fun to watch too. When you get like the 1, 2, 3 picks, just you control the fight every single time. Especially if you early on have that big, like a few big picks, you're able to pressure out so much just by existing, by holding an angle, even if you don't get the kills.
Yeah, even if you're not getting the crits, Widow, man, it just makes people scared because like that charge shot doing like. Is it like 120, 130 to the body?
Something like that. It's
like,
a lot.
It does, the full 100% charge shot, man. It freaks people out when they get hit by it, especially DPS.
Yes.
They're like, oh, and it makes them stutter a little bit.
They will just hide in a corner, and then you're able to pressure out tank by that.
Exactly, dude. Widow's a monster. I don't care what any pro, like big top 500 guy says. Widow's a monster.
Yeah.
If she's played right.
Exactly, that's the thing. You have to have the aim to support that.
And
so
I am a mechanics guy.
She's a challenging character.
Yeah, she's very difficult to play properly.
Yeah,
there's like people that will say, "Oh, it's point and click simulator." I'm like, well, maybe if you're good at her.
Yeah, if you're really good at Widow, yeah,
it's point and click.
Another part of that too is you have to learn the matchups. Like if they swap to like Winston, Genji, Tracer, you gotta learn how to play into that. You gotta learn, those counter swaps and such.
Stream title is wrong. It's Overwatch C.
So
NACE Plus Finals. We're NACE Premier
looks
Finals.
like they are gonna play the King's Row here. I suspected so. That's if you're playing hybrid, you're playing Kings.
You're playing Kings. I mean,
it's a classic.
Hybrid's my favorite mode in the game, personally.
It's a fun one. It's you get a little bit of everything, pretty much.
Yeah, you get a little bit of
that attack, which they got rid of attack, which is so sad. The 2 control point.
Oh yeah.
But you have 1 point here that you have to capture and defend, and then you have a payload that you have to push afterwards.
Oh yeah, they get rid of that. I remember them getting rid of that, and I was actually kind of happy.
Manchester is starting off on attack here.
No, they're not.
Yeah, no, they are.
Oh,
it's
flipped. It messed me up. My bad.
Yeah, the team swap sides, so that'll mess up some of the labels and such. But
yeah,
Manchester is in the red this round because they're starting off attacking.
Yep, looks like we're gonna be playing the Winston here. We're gonna be playing fast.
Yeah, a nice dive comp here. I think that'll be good, especially against the Zarya. Be able to just bounce around her, force her to, not get any value. She pops bubble. Oh, bounces somebody else.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Looks like we're gonna go up.
Oh, okay. Taking a nice big rotation here, going out and around. Bruno taking an early angle. Down below. Looks like he gets a little stuck, unfortunately. Gonna get pressured out. Let's see. Looks like they're taking the angle up top again.
Well, it looks like they're gonna drop below, behind the point, and go from the tunnel.
They're kind of flipping attackers and defenders. Big wall there from MacQ. That's gonna be hard for us to play into. We do get a nice pick onto the Soj though.
Yeah, we lose
Force out a lot of util.
We lose
big pressure on the Moira here.
Ooh, I think that's just a back up.
We're gonna have to reset after that. Nice pick before we die though. Getting that Moira, if we can set up and go in early, I think we'll be able to beat them back and really get some value.
I believe so.
Especially from them losing that Moira. Looks like we're set up and ready to go. They do hold us off, but we break that real quick. We make the swap to Reaper here, which is a little interesting, but it does work with the Winston comp. It'll be nice against that Zarya, I would think. Be able to really pressure her out, get a lot of headshot damage. Big jump in, Looks like our Winston's taking on a lot of damage, though, unfortunately. A little too much for him to really get a lot of value. Nice picks from Bruno, though. Soj getting tons of value. That Maywall actually giving him a crazy angle there. Nice, grabbing that health pack. Another good pick.
Yeah, this fight is sadly still gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna lose the fight, but getting those picks there, we're gonna be able to kind of snowball them here, I would think. It's gonna make it hard for them to set back up. We do have our tank on point. Gonna have to back out some, but still, like, you know, if you look, Macu's not entirely set up yet. They're still, like, working on getting that put back together.
Our Winston's taking a lot of damage here.
That Zarya hurts.
And Zarya with that
Big
charge.
Moira ult. Dang, the Moira ult forces us into the May freeze, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Looks like we're just gonna have to reset and set up for the next fight here.
Area denial.
Let's show these foes our
Disrupting. Like lending a
Another big wall coming out from Macu. We're gonna big Winston dive in. Nice Reaper TP for the follow-up. They do grab us though. Nice beat in response though. That's gonna help us come back. Big Reaper ult. That was huge. That's exactly what C-Team needed here. It looks like that's gonna be a point for Manchester here. Nice. Good stuff. It only took, I guess we did commit 3 ults there, but Mid-America has nothing. We still have 2 more set up and ready for us.
Looks like they swapped to a Reaper as well.
Yeah, they swapped Malga Reaper here to counteract that Winston. Gonna make it really, really hard for Lemon Eagle to dive.
They really don't want Lemon Eagle to play the game.
No, they don't want him playing the game. We're gonna swap to the Ramacha. That's probably smart. C-Team here has learned not to play Winston into that. That's good. Good thinking there. Good control of space here. And we don't have our Ana yet to throw the anti-nades on the Malga. So that's gonna make it a little bit harder for us to
Looks like we're gonna take him out now.
Okay, we get that swap now. That's good. That's good. I do think the Reaper will be really good against the Malga here, though. There's a lot of body shot damage you can put out. Big sleep on Malga. Oh, so much damage. That dude hurts. He does a lot.
Yeah.
Huge charge in.
Huge charge.
Yeah.
They commit a Moira ult for that though.
They did commit more ult for that, so.
But they get the team wipe for
Yeah.
it. I mean that was kind of worth it.
It was a good ult use from Mid-America.
Yeah, they used just one ult there. They're close to 3 of them.
Yeah, we have 3 or 4 ults coming up here. We do have the Ram ult now. So I'd imagine we'll see one of those pop out here.
Moira's been getting her ult back pretty quick. Too.
Yeah, that Moira ultimate comes online so fast, especially with the high numbers you're able to put out.
We're about to get our Reaper ult back. We just
might,
got it.
yeah, we might see a big Reaper ult here. He's gonna TP to the back line, pressure out that Soj's angle. Nice, nice, nice. Taking a good wrap around here, getting to safety. Oh, nice, huge pick there, huge pick. Taking out that Moira is gonna be good for us. We commit the Ram ult, nice. We do use Soj rails too, unfortunately. A little more than we needed. That's alright. We gotta do what we gotta do to win the fight. Oh, almost get a big stagger on the Kiri there. Unfortunate. We are gonna chase. Huge pick. That's huge for us.
Massive.
Taking out that Kiriko is gonna give us the ability to ante without any repercussions. So they have no Suzu to counteract that. That Malga knows that. He's feeling the pressure now. That's gonna be really good for us here. And they do have Malga ultimate, so they might cage fight this, but I'd imagine like this should be good for us. Alright, there comes cage fight. We all commit. Big beat in. Out comes the Reaper ult. Nice. Takes out the Malga. Macu might have a Reaper ult of their own. A lot of big picks here coming from both teams. Oh my goodness. Out comes Sim ult, or Moira ult. It's just that Moira though. She's not gonna live that. Huge fight for Manchester. We played that really well. They used 4 ultimates from Mid-America, and we used 1. Like, that was as good as we could have played that. Really good fight here from us.
100%.
Taking some nice poke angles here, just pressuring him out, waiting for objective to get a little closer. Huge pick from Bruno. Exactly what we need. We're able to pressure out that Malga again. Out comes the Ram ult. Nice, nice, nice. Good ult rotation. There is a Reaper behind. We're going to turn nicely for that, though. He has to lead or fade out. Oh, big pick from the Kiri, unfortunately.
Yeah,
We did take out their Moira, though.
This ends now.
So they are down to support. We're only down to DPS. I think as much as I love playing DPS, supports are a little more important.
Yeah.
We have Nano out on the Ramatra. That's going to be good. A lot of big damage. We do have Reaper ult up. This could be big here.
It's
Going to fade in. Uses Reaper ult. He gets it. Kiriko. That's a good pick, honestly, for us. Just getting that Kiriko. We do, unfortunately, lose our Reaper in the meantime. And their Reaper killed 2 as well. Unfortunate. That's alright. We're going to just have to hit a reset here. Still a good push. Oh, we might not get the touch. Only a few seconds left. It's going to be close here. Reaper's going to TP in. Looks like we do get the touch with the Reaper. Nice Wraith there. Big pick. We do lose our Reaper, but that is a big pick from Manchester. Force the Moira fade out. Another big pick. Oh my goodness. Oh, that Moira ult kills 2. Unfortunate. We just didn't have as many ultimates as them. Not a lot we can do. We did have a good final push there, though. We got a little bit more space.
Now Mid-America's going to have to really push it.
Yes, Mid-America has to push it almost the entire way to get it. So, I think we should be able to hold, especially if we walk out in the Ramatra. That'll be a big ultimate for us.
100%. And we pull out the Mei and use the Mei properly.
Those Mei walls, I'd imagine we will be playing that. That was a really good round from Manchester, though. They played it very nicely.
Yeah, they played it really good.
I'm curious to see. They might go to the Symmetra again. There's a strat where looks like maybe not. There's a strat where you can TP up on top of the statue there in the first point. I wouldn't have been surprised if they tried to do that with the Bastion.
Put words in my mouth.
Looks like
Oh, they're asking for a pause. Wonder if they had somebody DC or something. Yep, there it is. The game has been having some issues.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of crashing issues, frame rate issues. I know some people have had PCs that normally get 100, 200 frames easy, 50 at most.
What the?
Yeah,
That's
no,
awful.
so a bit unfortunate, but at least in this setting we're able to take that pause, reset.
Even like optimizing their game perfectly, like still.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
The only time I ever have that issue at all is if I leave my computer on for too long. That's about it.
Yeah, but no, it's just been the game. It's the game. It's not even like
It's not hard.
the people I've talked to. Yeah, exactly. So, but that was a great first round from Manchester there. A lot of good ults came out. Saw some big Reaper ults too. Got a lot of value with those. That last round was just unfortunate. We had nothing online, and they had, I think, 2 or 3. So, and 2 or 3 big ones. The Malga ult.
Yeah, that's huge for
especially defending. Because they're going to be on point, especially in overtime. They have to be there. So you just pop Malga ult. They're going to be there. You're going to get at least 1 for free. And then having that Moira ult as well to really keep him up and running. Not a lot of counterplay against that.
No,
So-
not at all. Especially inside that ult. If you would have to go inside of the ring and try to do something about it, and it'd just be really difficult.
Yeah, you're
You don't-
very limited on the space you can do. You're limited on the utility you can use. It makes it very challenging. So
Yeah.
they played it very well though. We have a good fight. Yeah, Manchester's doing great here. They're playing it well.
I like the enthusiasm in chat.
Yes, even if you don't know what's going on, appreciate the support.
100%.
We have nice angles here. Bruno holding that up top area there. It's going to apply a lot of pressure to Mid-America, especially if they really force on point fast. Looks like they stick the same comp as before. We do have the May instead of the Reaper now. Those May walls are going to be big for us against that Mauga. Wall him off, throw an anti-nade on him. He should blow up pretty quick.
Looks like we're going to set up a wall here.
Yep. Yeah, they're ready for it though. They're watching. Kiriko gonna climb over, pressure out the May. That's a very interesting play. I've never seen that before. That's alright though. We can still wall them off if they try to push past the statue. That'll be some good angles we can control there. A lot of pressure going on them. Nice wall there. Really, keeping them from backing up. We're taking a lot of damage there, unfortunately. Oh, we do lose Lemon Eagle. It's gonna be very hard for us to. Trade the tanks though.
Yep.
Big icicles there.
Oh,
nice, big play there from Seiko. They do have one up top, and down goes the Soj.
That was huge for them.
That was really big. They played it very well. Being able to focus down that low tank to even the fight. We are gonna be down the tank though. So it's going to be hard for us to set back up. Nice wall. Oh, that's exactly what we were talking about there. Being able to just throw that wall down, pressure him out, anti him. There's nothing he can do at that point. Nice. Very, very good fight there from Manchester. That's exactly what we want to see.
Exactly.
We're set up well up top too. And we have one ult on. We have two ults now on board. As opposed to their nothing. They swapped to the Zarya here. I think that'll still be good for them, but it's gonna be hard. Those walls will be a little bit slowed down. Break the bubble. Nice. Out comes Ram ult. And we're gonna use Freeze as well. Does get the Zarya. Oh, but they use Moira ult. Doesn't get any of ours though.
No.
Really good fight. Yeah. 2 for 1, but I mean, then swapping tanks, it ends up being the same, I would say.
Yeah.
Good fight from Manchester there. Worked out really well. Especially them losing that Moira ult. Losing a support ultimate like that is going to be hard for us. We're close to beat, so as soon as they use grab, we'll have that set up. Big wall. And the slow keeps her from jumping up over that ledge. That's huge for us. We're gonna lose our May though. Oh, that hotel there. That's really hard for us to get value in. Oh, we do take down the tank though. We lose support, unfortunately. Their Moira's. We take down their Moira. It's just tank and yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's just time to back up.
Yep. We're gonna have to reset. Play this second point here. Good first point from Manchester though. Gets them down to a minute of time. Very, very good. We did unfortunately commit both of our support ults there though. That's gonna be really hard for us to come back from. We're not gonna have a lot of momentum. Looking for that wall. Oh, does get ice block forced out though. That's gonna be a little hard. Good shots. Still looking for that. That pressure of the wall though makes it so hard for Mackie to really take space. Oh, unfortunate. Still not bad though. Good angle here. Out comes that grab though. We knew that grab was gonna be big. And they commit the Moira ult to it. So, them using 2 ults and we're able to, pressure them out a little longer. Not too bad for Manchester. We didn't really have anything to counteract that. Not having beat or nano.
No.
So we have 3 ults online, 2 at 50%. I think we should be able to take this pretty well. I imagine we'll probably see Freeze here. Freeze or Rail.
It's go time.
I feel like we'll see one of those two.
Oh, looks like we got top rail.
Out comes Rail. That's gonna be good for us.
Oh,
A lot of damage coming out onto him though. Unfortunately, we just weren't all together. Nice wall there though. Pressured him out. We use all 3. Okay. Gonna get the freeze on the Zarya though. That's gonna be good for us. So we are gonna win the fight using all 3, which I would hope so.
yeah, that's
Using
3 ults.
So we only have support ults online, but if we play it right here, using Nano when they use Rush, we should be okay. And using, honestly, I would say, I think if they save Beat for Zarya ult, they'll be fine. Reaper's looking for it. You can tell those flank angles there. He's looking for his ultimate. That could be really bad for us. We have him marked though. We know he's there, so that's gonna be good. Pressuring him out. Up comes the Kiri ult. Oh, we do kill the Reaper though. That's gonna be huge for us. Taking out that Reaper. Oh, we lose nobody. They commit an ultimate and we win the fight. That's just what we need to happen. That's gonna balance things out so nicely for us. Now they are gonna have more ult online this fight. Let's be honest. 88%. You can build that quick.
Yeah, it takes probably like 3 seconds.
Yes, it's already at 95. Oh my goodness.
See?
More. Yes. Took 3 seconds, I think exactly. So it was, you know, but we are close to Blizzard here.
Oh, that was a crazy
That was a nice shot. Yes. I can see us using Nano here on our tank.
Oh,
Out comes Blizzard. Good control of space. Nice. Gets 2. Interesting using the freeze.
I think that was just like a reaction, like you didn't think about it.
That's good. Honestly, that was pretty good. We used Beat there. Interesting. I didn't see Beat come out. Ooh, Reaper ult's coming in. Nice. Huge. Canceled the Reaper ult. We're gonna fade on to point.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take this here.
Yeah, we might be able to take this. Nice. Down goes Kiriko. Soj, can we get the stagger? Unfortunate. Big grab. Losing that Nano is gonna be really hard for us. Yeah. Looks like they might be able to take it here. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, because Lucio's gonna be able to get at least one teammate back with him on the point.
I don't think. Oh, I don't.
Yeah,
That's
I
just
just
gonna
wouldn't
be a
have
stagger.
done that.
That's all right. We can come back from that. We do have Nano coming up on board with Rail. They have more ult. Let's be honest, they have more ult. Once you get to 50%, you have more ult.
Yeah, you'll see that once they get
Nice
near
wall
somebody,
there.
you'll see that percentage tick up like that.
Yeah. We can definitely hold this though. It's a minute 10.
Yeah, we can hold this. We're close
Soj has
to
an
both
angle
DPS.
and Mega though.
We're close to both DPS ults here.
Nice angle from our Mei.
He's gonna get forced into block.
That's alright though. The block's able to pressure him out. We use Nano on our Ram.
Ooh,
Big.
Big wall.
Yeah, that was a big wall. We're gonna be able to take out the Reaper with that. And the Soj. Good fight for Manchester. Really pressuring him out. Careful of that drop there.
Mid-America's got 1, maybe 2 more fights left to take this.
I would say probably just one fight realistically.
You think
a lot
it's
of
one?
ultimates on board for Manchester here. I think if we alternate our ultimates right, I think we'll be fine. So out comes Soj Rail first.
Oh,
Nice, big pick,
dude.
big pick. That's exactly what we need here. That's gonna win that fight. They're gonna have to just sit and stabilize from that. Very nice. We only used 1 ultimate. Wins us that fight. Looks like the DPS there are gonna take an angle on the right. Oh, misses the rail, unfortunately. Nice freeze. Oh! Down the hole. Unfortunate. Not a lot you can do. We are in overtime though, and we have a lot of ults. Out comes Beat. Oh, 2 big picks though.
This is gonna be really close.
Oh, grab. He still has form though. He can still block. Oh, down he goes. That's okay. That's okay.
We
They're
got one
still in
more
OT. We have another fight here, I would
They
say.
are gonna have a Reaper ult to keep us off the point.
Yeah, they're gonna have Juno ult as well. That Juno ult is gonna be really big for them. We don't have a whole lot on board for us.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll even get an ult in time for this.
I think if we can hold, we will, but it's gonna be close. Oh, almost gets her. Out comes that Juno ult. That Juno ult's big, but we do have a big wall in response to that. Juno is one.
Oh, I
It
think
looks like they're gonna. Looks like Mid America's gonna take it. So close.
that was
So close.
so close.
It's all right. That was another very good map from Manchester there. Honestly, it just came down to their ults got picks, ours did.
Yeah.
Not a lot you can do about that. Good ult usage though. Another really good round. Moira. What a goofy character.
I am going to go to the restroom real quick.
Alright.
I'll be right back.
That was a great round for Manchester though. They're playing this very well. I think they can honestly take this map. They can, or this game. They can flip it around very easily. They just they gotta watch those ultimate usages. Using both support ults at the same time was really hard for us. That made it a big challenge to win those fights, especially against that Zarya. Losing beat or not having beat when they had Grav was I mean, that's a lost fight at that point, especially against the Moira ultimate as well. But we've had some really good early picks. Our Sojourn has done really well. Gotten a lot of good early picks for us here. Proved to be very beneficial. I think up next we have Push the Bot or Escort, one of the two. Not sure which. So I'd imagine both those should be good. It'll be similar to that last map we just saw. I'd imagine it'll be very close as well. Both these teams, I would say, are on par with each other. I mean, it really is anyone's game. It's the only reason we've lost the two maps we have was just unfortunate incidents there. So I think we can bring it back though for sure.
Yeah, it's very winnable. I was seeing some of the same issues we had the first game. We weren't using ults to start fights. We were using them in response to fights.
Exactly.
But that's something that, if I could tell them that, I would say that, but I don't think I'm allowed to.
No, I don't think we're allowed to coach in the middle of this.
No.
But yeah, they're playing really well though.
They are playing well.
Like this is a close game, and they're just getting that poke again.
I don't know what that is. Yep, no coaching. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what map they pick here.
100%. I'm kind of excited to see because it's.
Yeah, they are doing really well for where they're at. I mean, their ability to come together as a team has been really impressive this year. Like, honestly, I think they've come up to be the same level as the JV, who's above them at this point. Like,
they're definitely getting there for sure.
Yeah, and they play above their rank level for sure. And so far as a team play, like, it's been very impressive. I've played with a few of them, just casually playing, and they play well.
Mm-hmm.
So, makes sense that first of all they made it to finals here.
Yeah,
and that it's such a close match. So, be interesting to see how. I'm curious what map they play next.
Yeah, me too. It's Flashpoint third
Is
map.
it? Oh, Flashpoint. Oh, it's gonna be Sarabasa.
Yeah,
It's got to be Sarabasa on Flashpoint.
I hate New Junk.
Unfortunately, I have heard them say they struggle with Flashpoint.
That was the opposite C team last year.
I know. C Team last year, it was like Flashpoint was their comeback. They turn it around there. So
Yeah, there was a couple times.
if they're able to win this Flashpoint, though, they'll be able to turn it around. I guarantee it. That'll be enough momentum, get them going.
It'll stop the other team's momentum.
Yes,
it'll
absolutely.
Stop
I think it'll give them the
momentum.
motivation here to really turn the match around.
The thing about Flashpoint is you have to play really fast. Like it's very fast. Like you need to be on there quick. You need to play very fast comps. You need the Lucio. Kiri's always nice. You need Genji's usually pretty good unless they're countering.
I'd imagine we'll see the Genji here.
Genji
Genji's a
Sojourn.
go-to play on Saravasa usually.
Bruno will probably play Sojourn again.
Yeah, the Sojourn, I mean, he's doing He's really well on the Soj. He just joined the team this semester, picked the character up like I don't know, a quarter of the way through the season, and he's been doing really well on her, especially for as little time as he has on it.
Yeah, she was one of my best characters.
She's good. I mean, she's that Hiscan style.
Yeah, as a mechanics guy, I've always been a hit scan kind of guy. Like in any game, like even on console, I was a hit scan guy every time.
Yeah, it's just it feels better.
It feels
honestly.
better. Delay annoys the crap out of me on anything.
Yeah. You gotta predict their movement and such. So it makes some of these other characters interesting and challenge. So you have to predict and kind of figure out where they're gonna be going.
Yeah.
He's been playing pretty much since the game came out.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is fair. But
playing this well on a new character you just picked up is good, though.
Picking up a character like that is what's impressive.
I want to see him pick up, like, the Widow. I really do.
I wish he would pick up the Widow.
I want to watch the Widow.
I imagine he could.
He could. He played a decent amount of Valorant.
Yeah.
So he could pick it up.
I think his aim is good enough that he could. I just don't think he wants to. Because, to be honest, Widow is, it's running into a wall a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Especially if they play somebody with a shield.
Yeah. Widow's kind of, one of the easier heroes to counterpick. I mean, if they have a Widow, you just play dive or you play a lot of shields, a lot of bubbles, stuff like that.
Yeah, you play Winston or Sigma, and they're pretty much shut down at that point.
Yeah, especially with the moving shields with those. If you bubble around a Widow, unless she has her grapple, which you could, the timer on that's pretty long.
Yeah, it's a pretty hefty cooldown.
You can just bubble right on top of her, then just pop her.
Yeah.
Or if you Sigma moving the shield towards right exactly where the choke is, right on the heaven spot, and she can't do anything.
Yeah.
She has to either jump down and get killed immediately because she's way out of position, or she has to just back up and wait that shield out.
Yeah, and usually that's the case. Or you're just shooting into shield, which doesn't really get you value. I guess then the tank doesn't have shield, but even then, you're not doing anything either. So it's
you're not doing anything, and while you're trying to do that, you can just get jumped on by somebody, like if they have a Genji or something like that.
Yeah, and then you're low on ammo because you're just shooting into shield, and
yeah,
nothing you can do. So, yeah. I don't know.
I can hear them in there. I wonder what they're talking about.
They're getting hyped. They want to win this.
They do.
They have worked very hard for this.
They have.
They have put in a lot of hours, a lot of outside of practice hours too. So.
Especially Seiko.
He's put in a lot of time to get where he is.
He's played a lot.
Yeah.
He plays more than I did when I was on Overwatch, to be honest.
Yeah. All right, looks like they're going in for Surabase here.
Yep. Like I'm saying, they just gotta play fast, gotta play quick, get picks early, and just hold control. Because that point, it goes up in percentage very quick, and 1 to 2 fights could settle the whole point. So they gotta play fast.
Absolutely, I think they can do it.
I think so.
They've already been playing with the Lucio a lot, so I think they'll be able to bring it back.
I could see this going to 0.5.
Absolutely.
I could see this map specifically going to 5.
Yeah, no, I could too.
This first point's really good for the Sojourn. The Sojourns are going to have to battle for that upper control.
Yeah, it looks like Makiu's going back to the Malga comp here.
Which is pretty good for this map.
It is good for this map, and they've been playing it well. But if you notice, they don't have speed boost, and we do have that speed. So if we're able to just not focus the Malga, work around him, I think we'll be able to take it just fine.
I believe so. We're playing a pretty similar comp we've been playing the whole time. The Reaper's good here. I like the Reaper
I agree.
pick.
I think the Reaper pick will be good for this map. A little interesting that he didn't go the Genji though.
The Genji, into their comp, I don't know how great it would have been. I mean, there's 3 main things I can see they can deflect. Oh, now we're jumping right in.
That was a big slam from Malga. Nice pressuring out the DPS there.
Oh,
Unfortunate. Looks like we're gonna lose that first fight here.
looks like,
Nice pick though.
yep.
He's going back in. It's not quite over for us yet. Oh, big hits on the back though.
Yeah.
That's gonna do it. That's
Now-
all right. That was a good first fight from us. We got some ult value from it. We have Reaper ult before they do, so that should be good. Looks like we're gonna be taking a small room again here. It's gonna be easy for that Malga to just kind of poke us out though, unfortunately. We make it hard for us to really push in. Big TP up top from the Reaper though. He's gonna be able to pressure him out and off of that high ground. Oh, he does get picked though. Nice shield, big damage from the Ramattra. Forcing out the Soj to the side. Big slow. Might get the Soj. A lot of damage coming in.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Looks like we have one more fight maybe for this first point here.
Maybe.
It's gonna
Honestly,
be
I would,
close.
if not everyone's like in position in time, or they don't get a pick early, I would just start rotating next point here. Try to get there earlier.
Yeah.
Try to hold control.
It looks like we're not gonna be able. Oh, we do get the touch. We do get the touch, just barely. A big pick there.
Big pick. We do lose our Lucio. But
Yeah.
we still have the touch here.
We have Ram out ult online though, so that's gonna be good for us here. A lot of big damage.
Oh,
that's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that slam was nuts. That was really good.
Oh, can't get the Reaper ult out. Just gonna have to reset, go next. Not a bad first point, but we are having a hard time gaining traction here.
Yeah.
Looks like we're gonna swap to the Orisa here. Very interesting pick. Could be good against the Malga though. Not terrible.
Yeah, it could work. I could see it working.
I do think Orisa tends to be a bit slow though.
Yeah.
So on this map specifically, I think it'll be hard.
I feel like to help deal with that poke, if he sticks it, he should pick shield 100%.
Yes, I agree. Malga's gonna just slam in.
Oh, huge.
That was a big Reaper ult.
That's
They
close
used,
support.
yeah, they used Malga ult there as well.
Oh, man.
That's all right.
At least we won't be staggered.
Yes,
Or we're gonna have a slight stagger. Not
yeah,
too
we
bad.
should group respawn though. We're gonna swap to the Ana here. I think that's the right move. We're gonna need that anti against the Malga. He's just gonna not die. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Malga has crazy survivability. Kiriko taking some good angles up top there.
Yeah.
Nice, taking a good angle here, Reaper.
So nice.
Goes for the ult. Nice, nice, nice. Big Zuzu though. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
Completely
this
counteracted it.
huge.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
That Kiriko put in the work. They do come out with the Moira ult.
Wow.
Looks like we have one more fight for this point here.
We do still have 3 ults. We just got Orisa and we got our Sojourn and Lucio. They only have Bridge.
Yeah. Let's see. We might have a big result here. Nice. Pressuring that Kiriko off is what we need for sure.
That helps a lot.
Forces out Reaper Ray.
Ooh, that's
Big ante, big ante. That's what we need. That's what we need. Oh, we lose the point though. We might be able to win the fight though. Getting enough picks that we can take control.
We did get that bridge out.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yep. Taking out or getting that Kiriko out is good for us. We only used one. We used our Orisa. They are gonna beat us to this objective though, unfortunately, because it's across the map.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Nothing you can do about that. Nice angle here from the Reaper.
Oh, we lose
Really
our Ana.
putting a lot of pressure. Losing that Ana is gonna be really bad for us. We have to just reset. I mean, ooh, we're gonna commit to it though. We're committing.
Yep. Looks like
Might use beat here to counteract that loss of Ana.
If we're gonna commit, that's what we need to do.
Yeah. Reaper, big pick up top though. That self heal is keeping him going. He is gonna go down, unfortunately, but getting there Reaper as
that
well.
slam.
Oh, big ante, big ante.
What's good?
What's up?
What up?
It was a very close game here. All the points have been close.
100%. We get some big picks here.
Yeah.
There.
Looks like we are gonna take control here at this point.
Yeah.
Nice, good poke here.
Benvor, are you gonna finish this and then hop over to the scrim? That's good.
I'll probably hop over that a bit.
Okay.
Here in a second.
No, it's chill. We gotta figure that out. We also
Yeah.
have water mode. Right now when it's like, okay.
Alright. Looks like a do go with the shield there. Nice big Orisa ult though. Pulls him in nicely.
This ends now.
Ooh, we do lose our Reaper, and
Yeah.
we lose a lot of momentum here. This is the
Have
one
to-
thing that this is like one of the main things I've noticed with Mudgy. She is really good at getting away.
Yes. That survivability on Lucio is really good too.
Like when I played with her on last year on the same team, she was always really good at getting away. Ooh, we pull out the
Cassidy. Okay. I think that Cassidy can be a good pick here. A lot of big headshots that he can get. Oh, big. Nice,
Huge
winning that fight.
Oh,
And it
that's-
takes out an ultimate from them.
That sleep is huge. Count out the slam.
Nice, we get the Malga. Okay. Might be able to come back and take this point. Nice, good playing around that shield nicely. Very well played. We are going to take control here. We are down some though. We have no Bruno. We have Orisa ult coming up soon. We do have Nano online. I think that Nano on our Orisa is going to be really big for us. Playing a little bit more back. We don't want to get back capped. That would suck. Nice, controlling good space. They are taking some big off angles on us though. Avoid that slam. Oh! Out comes the Orisa ult though. No Suzu. Oh, but they pick Arana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be that.
Yeah, it looks like game.
We weren't able to get our support ults out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It was a very close match. Just that Cerebasa, we just weren't able to get the momentum we needed, unfortunately. Manchester played really well though.
Yeah, they played well all three maps. This is probably the roughest one so far, but they still played it well. They tried what they could do. They did what they tried their best, and it looked good.
Yeah.
It definitely has potential. Some of these underclassmen on this team will.
Oh yeah, I think they'll grow a lot as a team. I think next season they're gonna play even better.
This Moira has gotten
Yes,
played
play
a game every map.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in for this Overwatch C Team finals match here. It was a really good game, very close. A lot of good plays from both teams.
First two maps were super close.
Absolutely. And I think Varsity has their finals for NACE tomorrow, so be sure to tune in for that.
Yep.